There's some real money in the room.
You said that the reason Slim didn't want it to be known that he had a child was because of how real it was. Can you describe how real it was for Slim?
It was real. It was really real. Anybody know of Slim? Anybody listen to his music? Slim rapped about everything he did. Everything he did, every crime he committed, he rapped about it. He talked about it. He threw it in their face. So that's the reason why. And then a lot of the times I was with him with the foolishness. So no, we didn't want our child known. He didn't want him known. And I agreed to it. But back to that little Soulja Slim interview. I did hear him say that the times didn't add up. The times do add up. I did hear him also say he's not going to no longer say he's the only child. And I also heard him say that.
He said that? He did say that?
And I also heard him say that when they asked him about Ziggy, he said, oh, who, dude? Oh, what's his name? Ziggy? Oh, yeah, that'll never be my brother. So basically that lets me know and that lets Ziggy know because he watched it. Oh, DNA come back. You my brother. You still ain't messing with me. There's no other way to put it. That's how we feel.
Well, let me say this in his defense because, you know, I have a brother, right? I have a very similar situation. You know what I'm saying? We met at a funeral, and you know, the DNA come back, dad on child support. You know, and both moms not accepting it. My mom or stepmom not accepting it. And I talked to my brother about it, and you know, he basically like, well, shit, bro, I don't know, bro.
Right.
It ain't that he had nothing against him or was anti a relationship. He just already antisocial. And so it's like he not really just fucking with people.
Right.
You know, so I don't think, and I'm not trying to speak on his behalf, right? But, you know, just giving Lil Soulja the benefit of the doubt, I don't think he was saying that he wouldn't embrace him as in woo woo, but you know, we're not gonna be on the phone every day, you know, but I don't think we can really, you know, and maybe this is just me trying to be too sensitive for the situation, but I don't think we can really determine how somebody would feel until they know for sure.
Right. And from that statement, you gotta realize Ziggy is every bit of Slim. He's arrogant. He's humble too. But when he heard that, that's a wrap on that.
Right.
That's a wrap on it. So this whole thing about me introducing him, he wanted to know them. He wanted to get to know his family. He wanted to, you know, be embraced by them. But
so Ziggy wouldn't do the DNA if Soulja, if I call Soulja right now and be like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? If this true, you know what I'm saying? Just get a DNA and she go away. You know what I'm saying? Would you be able to do that? I don't know if, you know, like, it's the story is so crazy. You know, Ziggy locked up right now.
Right.
Is it like a tooth? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you even get the DNA?
It would be a swab. So, it'll be a swab. So
would the courts will would you even go about? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know. I guess they're waiting on me to do everything because I will. It's to the point to where I've sent 2 messages, so I feel like now I have to subpoena her, you know, and then if she don't agree to it, then hey, the world know, you know, it is what it is.
Who is the her?
Ms. Linda, his mama.
Oh, his mama, yeah.
I want the DNA from the mama. I want the DNA from Ms. Linda. That's who the DNA I want.
You know, I understand that. But
I want the DNA for her, from her.
Right. I understand that. I'm just like, man, if, you know, Lil Soulja is willing to do it, then it should, because my thing is, it ain't even about, you know what I'm saying, the whoop. It's more, I feel like it's closure. You know what I mean?
Right. It's closure.
And that's necessary, because that's not fair for Ziggy.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's not fair for Ziggy. You know what I'm saying? And Ziggy is not in no good frame of mind right now when it comes down to this.
Right.
After seeing Lil Soulja say that, you know, but hey, he already know he got to accept whatever somebody say. You know, but he's willing to do it. He's going to still do it, but he want to do it with Miss Linda.
The grandma, right?
Right.
Okay. Overstood.
So that video that Lil Slim, you know, what he put out, is no nothing to that no more. He was willing to do it with him and meet him or whatever. He don't have to hang with him. He don't have to be friends with him. He don't even have to be around with him. You know, if that's your brother, that's your brother. Period.
Right.
But mine is not the type to run behind nobody. And he made that clear on the interview that he did. He said he tired of the disrespect. He tired of the back and forth. He tired of disrespect. He tired of what's going on. Because I'm his queen. You know what I'm saying? He's not finna have that. But you gotta remember, I go back to it again. That's Slim. He got a lot of Slim in him. And a lot of me too. So,
yeah, you know, and
he's humble in a way. He's humble. He was very humble in the beginning. On his interviews that he did, he's very humble. And you could hear the passion in his voice. But after seeing that just turned him all the way around.
Yeah, and
I can't bring him back.
I understand that too, and I hope he watches this and hears me, because I'm just like, man, like, you know, sometimes the internet can be a tricky place, you know.
Right.
And sometimes, you know, like I say, I can't speak on Soulja, you know, I'd have to ask him myself, but
right.
Sometimes the way people may say things may be perceived one way, like, yeah, it's some josing, but
right.
It's like, you know, from my perspective, the fact that he'd be willing to shut everything up, like
right.
It wouldn't even matter what they said or how they felt,
right?
You know what I'm saying? If the DNA come back and is this what this is, then you got to embrace that,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep. But hey, it is what it is. You know, I was called liars. I was called clout chaser. I was called this and that. What am I clout chasing? What am I after? Is no money. I mean, it's not about that. It's about my child wanting to know his family. So that's why I'm telling this. Because truth be told, he don't have to know none of them. He have family. He have a grandmother. He have a great-grandmother. He have people that raised him. I mean, he wants to meet them. So I'm going along as a mother to satisfy my child. But the more this stuff go on, which could have been plain and simple and easy and done with, now it's a big old mess. And now I got Ziggy on this end going left.
Hey, real tone, it's some real money in the room.